Hello, everybody, and welcome to Somebody's Heroes. We are back with the Chaosities. I'm Eric, I'm the Dungeon Master.
Hi.
And Sauce, what is the fucking question of the day for these Chaosity bullshits?
The question of the day is, what stereotypical role would your character play in high school if they attended a normal high school? Parentheses, nerd, jock, bully, goth, etc. End parentheses.
Hi, I'm Colleen. I play Telissa, the Tempest Warlock. And her trope would be nerd, heavily focused on living in the library and like reading all of the books. Yeah.
And hello, I am Jenna. I play Sauce, our, disaster druid. Oh, I like that, disaster druid. Yeah. Sauce
Double
would be...
D.
Yeah. Double D is like her, to match her double A cups. Perfect. Okay.
Merch.
So, her stereotypical role would be, she definitely was supposed to graduate like 2 years ago. She's been a senior for 3 years now. And she sells weed under the bleachers. But she's friends with everyone. She floats around.
All the friends!
She's probably who you call to buy alcohol for you.
Yep. That sounds accurate.
That she just stole from her parents because her dad is Pan.
And they own a pub.
Hi, I'm Sprinkle. I play Conrad, the demon artificer who has daddy issues. If I had to choose a trope for Conrad, honestly, it'd be a mix between nerd and jock, which was exactly what I was. Because he likes the actual technical aspect, but he also likes the thrill of battle and, challenges.
Art imitates life, doesn't it?
He's probably the closest relating character I've ever made.
Unfortunately, so is Sauce.
There's a reason I call Jenna Sauce now. I don't...
Sauce is Jenna. Jenna is Sauce.
Yes.
Dear one.
Same.
24/7, 365.
Besides, when there's a leap year.
Would Sauce know about leap years?
No.
That's every year for her.
Every year is a leap year.
Yeah,
Because
she leaps everywhere.
Tippy
It's
taps
like,
and
why do you guys
leaping.
only do this once a year? You're weird.
Just wait till she finds out about leap days.
She's gonna be leaping everywhere.
Hello, friends. I'm Jojo. I play Volcan, the half-dwarven pugilist. I think this is very specific. I was not one of these kids, but these kids would piss me off, right? There's this kind of kids in high school. We would call them the Mita kids. If you go to public school and there's like a Latino population there, I don't know what it is because their whole bit would be to like yell Mita, which is look, and there would just be like a cluster of them. And they would just see who they could get to look over at them, and then they would laugh. And you could never it was just to annoy people to see who could speak Spanish, and somebody turning around. And I feel like Volcan would be one of those kids, but also like the kind of kid that really into cars, just very, very into cars. I think he would be a little bit of like a class clown, but like ends up in detention for math and has to develop a really profound relationship with his teacher, and he hates it because he could make more money on cars than these stupid books. And we'd have a real big heart-to-heart coming of age tale where we fight the system. It would be one of those stories.
Vulcan's just punching a system. Love it.
And I'm Katie. I play Jaden, the jelly dragon gotcha princess. Jaden would be the rich kid who doesn't have to, that's like almost seems like she's good universally everywhere. Not the best, but bare minimum. And a jock. On the football team, at least.
I like it.
I like it. Okay, guys, so when we last left off with you guys in the tunnels below Pyrus. Vulcan, you were up a ladder, peeking your head out after having pulled Archimedes down. Because he ran up and was out talking to the guards surrounding the building that has the generator wagon in it. There were 10 guards, 2 at the front door, and then a couple others inside the building, but all facing out as if guarding the building, because the building is primary importance. And Don Magnus has Kelce. And knows what the generator is.
Alright, I'm gonna slide back down the ladder, like slide down. Listen. Alright, okay. The rest of the exits are covered. And we probably don't want to get made, right? So
Aren't we already made? We
Okay.
exist.
Right. Right. But we don't want to get unmade then.
Identified.
'Cause-
Yes.
maybe we'll get unmade if that's better for you. And
That's terrifying.
well, and right. So
Do we
but there's
just start disintegrating if we're unmade?
There's yes, actually yes. That is what happens. Okay, we'll talk. Okay, but there's a doorway opening, and I think I might be able. I can't do the pull 'em trick too many times, but we might be able to sneak up there, or I can pull one of them. If I pull one, the other one's gonna notice because they're right next to each other, right?
I can pull one. Eric, side note, how far away are they? Are they like 15 feet? From the hole that we're coming out of?
15 to 20 tops. Yeah. Like
Oh.
the furthest guy away might be that 20 foot. Most of them are within the 15.
Yeah,
15.
no more. I think it was like 10 or 15 when I pulled
Yeah.
Archimedes.
Okay.
I can push, but I can't pull.
Because I could technically pull the other, because there's 2 of them, right? You're gonna pull one. I could technically pull another one, but it would only have to be like 15 feet, so I'd have to pull the closest dude. But I could only pull him for 10 feet,
Okay.
because I could
And
use.
so
I
you
could
wouldn't
use
you wouldn't
light
be able
aim.
to pull them into our spider's nest of death.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. But they would also be like aware that they're being pulled, so therefore causing a commotion.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm realizing now the only things I can do to push is a really, really loud boom noise.
Okay. Well, alternatively, I can pull one guy into the spider hole, and when he, I will deal with him, right? And then, and then
Deal with
everyone
him.
else,
Oh.
and then when everyone else can jump the other guy and just make him go to sleep at once, right? So he'll turn. So picture this: there's 2 guys. Oh, we're doing our jobs. We're just getting here, paid and abused by our bosses, right? And then, whoop, one of them gets pulled into the spider's nest, and I say hi, say hello to my friends, and I hit him with a left, right, and then they go to sleep. The other guy is going to turn around and say, what happened to my friends? And then when he turns around and sees that, there will be you guys, and then you just make him go to sleep, right?
I mean,
Sounds like a plan.
yeah.
And we're supposed to do this quietly.
Just bonk him. Just bonk him. Just bonk him. Right. And then we make him go to sleep.
But I have to say bonk when I bonk.
You could say
What if we sit? Can we sit on him? Because I mean, I can't sit on him because I won't do any damage. I'm just like yay big, very very tiny. But like if you guys sit on him, would that work? To
What?
make him sleep?
Are you trying to crush him?
I don't know.
I time, so suffocation is probably off the
Okay,
table.
I can make a really nice light shiny. Like a nice shiny light, but it's murder if you go in. I've done it once before. You come pushing people into it.
Oh, that's even funnier. Wait. wait.
Above table, I'm talking about nudity.
Yeah.
Yes.
What? That's crazy. Okay.
So wait, are we trying to kill people or are we trying to make them pass out? I'm not clear on
Yeah.
the goal anymore.
Is this murderous sleep?
Well,
Or is it like not?
okay. When I'm punching them, they'll just go to sleep, right? Like when I punch them and they hit 0, unless I make a point to crush their faces in, which I don't do most of the time, right? Like I'm just
But
making.
shouldn't we be crushing their faces in? They're not good faces with people behind.
Well,
Their faces are fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to face shame.
Are the guards part of like city infrastructure? Or they're like Don Magnus's men, right?
Magnus's men.
It was like,
So
yeah.
they're thugs. They're just thugs.
Right, but you know that sometimes being a thug is the only way to get by. Okay, all right. Sometimes you're just trying to get by in a system that you have to play to your strengths. Okay, and these people live here, man. I'm not trying to
judge a
kill
book
them.
by its cover.
Look, man. Like, okay, so I'm not trying to kill them, but they're on the wrong side of these hands. Sadly for them, and so I just you just pop.
This is a whole lot of not answering.
Don't kill them. If you can help it, don't kill them unless. Just for right now, just to get out of this house, okay?
A lot of the stuff I could do is storm related, and that's not quiet.
Yeah, nothing
Let's-
about this quiet.
Alright, everybody out.
I can technically take one of them and make them into a bomb.
Okay,
That could be fun.
I'm going to try to.
A bomb of glitter?
I'm gonna beat one guy up, and whatever happens, happens. I'm sick of y'all. I'm gonna. Okay.
Conrad said nothing.
I can conjure a lot of animals as a distraction, make them all run around.
We're,
Birds? You could summon birds.
oh,
Oh, yes. No, I'm sorry.
But we'd be safe from the birds. We'd be down here.
well, I mean, if you think that if you can conjure enough animals, that would get all of them to clear out without us getting seen and then unmade, right? Like that would be ideal.
Spiders? Rats?
I was gonna say,
If you do spiders and have them crawl on them, they could, like, run away.
nah,
What?
it's too quicky.
I can turn the spider into a
Right.
bomb.
A big enough distraction that pulls the rest of them away would work also, yeah.
Can
Or we
ours?
use one of the spiders as a bomb and cause an explosion behind them and run away.
Tellissa's gonna look at Conrad and be like, "You're very explosive in this moment."
Remember the generator is also in that room.
You know, sometimes
So
that
summoning a bunch of goats is a bad idea.
Some-
To run around.
Did you just say sometimes sacrifices have to be made when referring to the generator that is your job to deliver and you won't get your money if it doesn't make it there safely?
And you
I
are.
don't care about that generator versus Kelce and Arcanist.
I'm making sure I heard you correctly here.
And the generator that you spent however long working on, you know, blood, sweat, and tears.
He can fix it back up. I'm sure.
I was gonna say we can fix it, and Arcanist was the one who designed it. So as long as we save him, we can build it.
We already have him. He's in the hidey hole.
Still have to do Kelce.
I saved him with my tap dancing.
Okay. I'm gonna.
So it sounds like me and Volcan are going in and smacking people. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay, we're gonna try to take 2 out as easily and quickly as we can. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna let you guys have a surprise round, but I
Okay.
want everyone to roll initiative before we get involved in this.
Alright.
As I've been rolling initiative over here the entire time.
That's a 6.
13.
Also
You
a
get
13.
roll on that 20.
Telissa got a 6.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I have a
What-
-1.
What did Sauce get?
13, 1-3.
Sauce got a 13. Volcan,
13 as well.
whose dexterity is higher, probably Sauce, yeah?
Yes. I'm sure.
Volcan's just like, I know, I have no dex.
I'm sure. I have a +0, so it must be.
I have.
Okay. Conrad,
13, Dex is a +2.
Oh.
rollies,
Always.
Jet. I need another roll from you, Sauce.
Me and you tied.
12.
12. To Conrad's.
That's an 11.
Okay. So it's gonna go Sauce, Sauce, Conrad, Volcan.
We're on the same team.
And Jaden.
11.
I
Wait, if
love,
I'm going first,
love
I
when
could
y'all
cast the light, and then you can punch them into the light.
Go into the light.
Telissa, what is your con?
6. My con?
Not con, dex. Dex modifier. I'm sorry.
3 plus 3.
3. Okay. And oops, I forgot one of them. They actually go before Telissa. Twilight.
Look, it's called I just got glyph magic, so I'm happy to try and use it, okay?
Okay. Nope, we are good to go. I've got the order over here. There is no layer actions. Top of the round is going to start off with Sauce.
Hello.
So it's Sauce, Conrad, Volcan, Jaden, one of their guys, then Telissa, then the rest of their guys. So
Is
there's
there like a point of entry, like a choke point?
the hole. The best one to protect the rest of you is the hole. The hole is your best point of entry to choke point anybody. Aside from that, there's a front door and a back door, so there's not really a choke point. It's kind of like your typical stables.
I'm basically
Everything you
trying
just
to
said
get
is
them to walk through the moonbeam if they want to enter.
Oh yeah, just set it right on top of you
Cool.
to fucking drop this shit.
I'm gonna be so shiny.
Eventually I learned a spell called Stardust.
But first off is Volcan and Conrad, who are going to kick this all off with a surprise round because they are choosing to act while the rest of you were working out some finesse and some other stuff.
Okay, so if they're surprised, do I have advantage on my attacks?
They are surprised. You do get advantage on your attacks. Conrad, did you want to go first, or did you want to let Volcan go first? Because Volcan is technically up at the top of the ladder already.
Him first, just because it's more logical
Perfect.
and tactical.
Okay.
You're fine. It makes sense. I just wanted to confirm.
Okay. So all right. So I'm gonna make an attack roll, and I have the Grappler feat 2024.
Okay.
So if I hit with an unarmed strike as part of the attack action, I can use both the damage and grapple option. And then while I have a creature grappled, I have advantage on my attacks. And my speed isn't halved when I move a creature grappled if the creature is my size or smaller. And I think I am medium as a half. I'm pretty sure.
You're about 5 foot.
So yeah, I'm going to make my first attack roll.
Okay.
Which shit? Okay. Alright, hang on. Okay, that is an 11 plus 5. 16 to hit. Would a 16 hit?
16. You're hitting just one of the guys at the front.
I'm going to take the guy on the left. I'm going to take left.
On the left. Perfect. 1 second here. I'm pretty sure it hits. I'm just verifying here for you. Yes.
Okay, so when I hit him, so what it is that 6 points of damage is me jumping up. Like I assume he's a little taller than me, so I jump up, but I'm dense, I'm strong, I'm thick boy, and I hook my arm into the back, like front of his neck, and I give him like a rear naked choke. But I'm short, so I pull him down back towards me. So I've got him grappled, and I'm choking on him.
Okay. Because this guy is a full human.
And he takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 on the first, on what I'm gonna call is thug number 1.
Okay. And I'm just now flavored as choking him out, and because I'm doing melee damage, I can dictate it to be non-lethal.
Okay.
I'm just gonna choke him out. I have advantage, and I'm gonna use a moxie point. When I take the attack action with an unarmed strike or pugilis weapon on my turn, you can make one unarmed strike. No, sorry. It is the old 1/2. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend the moxie point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So I'm gonna make 3 more attacks, and because I can grapple him and move, I'm gonna drag him back into the spider hole. And he has to take it. He has to move with me.
He's moving with you, yeah.
He has to deal with it. Let me.
Does he have a reaction of any kind?
He's fucked. He's fucked. He's coming into the spider hole with me.
No, it's whether or not I was gonna allow. He had a reaction of any kind to like throw a thing to let his buddy know.
Okay, so on the second attack, that was a 12 to hit, which I don't think hits.
12 does not, no.
But the next one is a 17.
Okay. Hits.
Okay. And then 19. So the first one was a miss. So I hit him with the first strike. Second was a miss. 2 hits on the back end here.
Okay.
So first I hit him for 7 points to begin with. And then I'm gonna get him with another d6 here. And unarmed strikes, if I roll a 1, I can re-roll them with my Tavern Brawler feat.
Okay.
Alright. That is going to be 3 points static for 6 static, 12, 16, 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And once per turn, when I hit a creature as part of an unarmed strike, I can push the target 5 feet away from me. So I'm pulling him. I'm hitting him for a total of 24 points of, I think 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I 30-foot drag them back to the spider hole, and with my 5 foot of movement, I blast them. Yeah, I overhand smash them down into the death. And, well, I guess I was trying not to kill him, but we'll see. Maybe he falls unconscious. He falls.
It is 30 feet down this spider hole, which means he's going to take 2d6 of falling damage. That is 4 more additional points of damage. So the 4 of you down at the bottom just see Volcan sneak up, and next thing you know, about not even like 5 seconds later, another guy just and is unconscious on the floor.
Well, that's fun.
But you definitely nobody heard it, but except the guy, and it was go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Fucking love it. I love Volcan so much. Okay. Just drops him down the hole, and Conrad, it's your turn.
How far away is number 2?
You have to go
There's
up
only
the,
2, right?
You've got to go up the ladder, and then he's about 15 feet away, so it would take your full move, because you are not on the ladder, it's going to take your full movement to get up the ladder itself, and then it would take another move. You would have to use your move you'd have to use the move action to get all the way there, unfortunately. But using your pistol, which I know you have your ranged weapon preference, you can hit him from being inside the spider hole.
I was gonna say, if I dashed all the way up there, I'd get to him, because I have 35 minutes.
Yeah, you in melee it'd still be 10. You'd still be like that 10 feet short. So even on a dash, like I said, you could get there, but you cannot hit him this turn.
No, I wasn't thinking about it this time. I was just
Okay.
thinking about trying to get this free round and then using next round.
Makes perfect sense. I was just letting you know that you would have to use a full movement and action. Like you'd have to use a full surprise round to do that.
Because if I use a pistol, it's going to be much louder and blur more.
You are correct.
So I'll use dash and get up and all the way. Are there any boxes nearby?
Well, like, hang on. Like, if we're sneaking on Bonham, like, we should be able to, like, synchronize if we surprise him.
You can get right up behind him and like I'll let you put like your sword to his throat type of thing, but you can't actually make an attack. Does that
That'll
make
work.
sense?
Yep, I'll get up behind him and I'll bring my scimitar up to just underneath his chin, but I'll have so almost like putting him in a headlock, I put the sword across the throat, bring my other arm, my left arm, up behind the sword to the butt of the blade, and have my hand over his mouth so he can't yell, even if he wanted to.
Okay. Good deal. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me. This will be the DC for him to get out if he chooses to on his next turn.
That is a total of 19. I don't have a plus.
19. Love it. Okay. Top of the round. Sauce.
Hello.
Your turn.
Big shiny light, but she's gonna do it very quietly and whisper whatever she needs to say to cast Moonbeam.
What does she say to cast Moonbeam?
Hello, big shiny light. I would like for you to happen now. What?
This green lunar energy just it's like a pale green with like a pale yellow green just
Vulcan, you'll just hear in your head, I did the shiny and I was very quiet. And you can tell like she's whispering even though she's communicating telepathically with you.
Yeah.
She likes tap dancing in spot.
And you'll just see her and she's like with 2 thumbs up. So
Are
proud
we-
of herself with a smile on her face.
Meanwhile, just choking a guy out.
Give a thumbs up with the other hand.
Yeah.
I love this.
Is the moonbeam going into the hole? Where is the moon?
Straight down the hole.
So we who are in the hole can't get out of the hole now.
You can't.
We can?
Would you say it's the glory hole?
Stop it.
It is now a glory hole, yes.
I mean, it's definitely a glorious hole.
My question is Volcan and the guy who's choking out at the very base of this, that the moonbeam ends up hitting him anyway?
Oh, he does. He does. And I don't care what Jenna rolls on damage, the guy is unconscious and dead at everyone's feet right now.
Yeah, he's definitely getting cooked down there. He's definitely getting cooked like Sid from Toy Story and the goddamn...
You're choking out a corpse. Got it.
Well, I tossed him down there.
The corpse is already on the ground.
Yeah, I choked him out, knocked him out, and threw him down there, and
Turn
then he
around.
just gets cooked by... he just gets fucking magnifying glassed.
So we can walk through the moonbeam and not get hurt?
Jaden's just like, I didn't say anything.
Well, we don't want to go in the hole, right?
When a creature enters the area's spell for the first time on their turn or starts its turn there,
I'm gonna let you guys do that because I'm just gonna let it so that Sauce is not intending to hurt friends. You
Got
guys all
it.
have a friendship pact with Sauce.
Okay. I'm like, I was super confused on how that was gonna work. Okay, got it.
You're correct. Normally it
She
would not.
filters the light a little bit so you can squeeze on by.
Yes.
Okay.
Benefit of the Sauce Pact
Okay.
is a level 1 Sauce Pact grants you the immunity from her spells.
Sauce beam.
So basically, she can cast a fireball wherever the fuck she wants to stand in it.
Uh-huh.
It's like, go fuck yourself.
That's what
Yeah.
you get for making a pact with the Fae.
So we are all officially action heroes. Got it.
But only if Sauce casts the spell.
She's the productor. Or the goddamn productor. Words.
Words are hard.
use the
Unless you had
production.
a lot of them.
Anyway, moving forward. Let's go.
What the?
It's Conrad's turn.
I'm gonna drag this guy and as close to the hole as possible because obviously I see the giant moonbeam and I'm like, well, I can only guess who this came from.
You see Sauce just giving a smiling thumbs up in the corner.
So then at that point, I'm going to say, I don't want to do this.
Push him down, so he takes 2d10 plus 2d6 falling damage.
Yeah, but do I want to slice his throat?
Yes.
Yes, that question.
Yeah, because I need it for the blood. Okay.
Blood for the blood
So-
gods.
Well, there's actually a thing because it ends up helping me.
Helping.
So, yep,
Helping
just gonna take it and
you.
make a smile out of his neck.
Go ahead and make your attack check.
Do I have advantage on this since I'm literally at his
Yeah, he hasn't had a turn to try and grapple out and break out.
Okay. I still have to.
No, you're good. Ask away.
That is a 18.
Yeah. That hits.
That is 8 points of damage.
8. Alright, fantastic. And then you're gonna push him down with a bonus action.
Yep.
And Sauce, I need you to roll your damage for your moonbeam. Whatever level you cast that at is the thing.
Second.
Shit. Floor dice don't.
I realize I'm rolling 2d10, but I'm using like my d100. I'm like, how do I do 39 damage? But it's not 39 damage. It is 12 damage. Unless...
Nice. Okay, so you guys just did 30 damage. 8 from the throat, 10 from the fall, and then 12 from the 12 from Sauce's moonbeam. As this guy just and he crumples onto his buddy, and now there are 2 dead bodies on the
I
floor.
landed on his head. Got it.
Okay,
I'm just gonna walk up to Volcan and put my hand on his shoulder like, you tried. You tried.
Man, let's get out of here.
it's
I agree.
Volcan. It's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, well we got it. So the second guy we threw
Down the hole.
down the hole, and he's out.
Both
Okay.
of the 2 guards at the front of the doors, gone.
Okay, all right. I eyebrows the doorway.
Yeah!
Roll a perception check.
I eyebrows the doorway, and my bushy brows be inspecting the hall, see what's happening. Let's see, perception. Fucking +1. The stats on this character is so funny to me. Okay. Nat 20 +1, let's go!
Woo! Nat
Yeah.
20, baby! The 6 who are up on the top rafters have started loading their heavy crossbows.
Oh, sick.
The 2 guards facing the outside have turned in. One of them has a battle axe and a shield, and the other one is ironically enough brass knuckles and a tankard.
Okay.
Stealing your luck.
I know. Okay. So I see. So we're coming out of a hallway. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I am seeing above me in the rafters there are 6 loading bolts. And then as I eyebrows the door, there's a guy with a tankard
Mm-hmm.
and another with a battle axe outside.
They are at the back doors.
Oh, but they're facing in our direction.
They're facing in your direction. So
Okay.
there are now 8 people who can see you.
Yeah, they're all. I said they're on to us, and and the instinct would be to fucking run hilariously, but let me see if I have anything here. I think I am gonna. Is
Well-
there with the? We're looking for Kelce. Objectively, we think that is probably in the alloy with Don Magnus. Is that where we think they
Yes.
have gone to? Okay. So if we're coming out into this plaza here, which was our intention, was to meet them at the plaza, are we coming out into like a greater plaza around us?
Yes, you guys are still in the Adamantium district, but you're at the edge that's near Alloy,
Yeah. Okay.
near the Alloy. So
Alright, okay.
yeah, it's where the stables are that people park, so that they can go shopping.
Okay, how far is the battle axe person from me?
20 feet.
20 feet outside the doorway? Sorry. I'm going to punch them through time and space because I can. Actually, I see them over there, and I say, what the fuck did I say? We've been made. They've seen us. Cheese it! And I throw a right hook, left, right punch, cross, left jab. When I do, I'm gonna sock those guys in the face over there. So I'm gonna make 2 attack rolls.
You're going for the guys at the back door or the guys up?
Guys in the back door.
Okay.
So it's gonna be to the battle axe first. I don't have advantage on it, so it's just gonna be a straight
Okay.
roll. Does a 12 hit on the battle axe?
No.
Okay. Extra attack?
Battle axe again?
Yes.
Okay.
This is 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Oh shit.
This guy's got. This guy actually has, like, plate mail on
Okay.
at this point.
Alright, and then
He looks like he would be the guy in charge. Everyone else has had fairly light armor on and leathers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. This guy has
This-
on.
This guy's
actual
got some
plate.
stats. This guy's got some stats. Okay. And then I'll bonus action the old one. No, it is a bonus action fisticuffs for a bonus action attack without burning that last moxie.
Okay.
11 plus 16 to hit.
Missed again.
Ooh, shit. Okay.
Volcan is missing.
Wow, 16 doesn't hit. Okay, alright, yeah, all 3 strikes. I guess my fists, the after image of my fists, I throw them punches, and I guess they just connect with the armor.
Yes, that's what it is. They're just tink tink tink. They connect, but they're not doing any kind of damage. Just pa pa pa.
Chase it! Let's get to the alloy!
I like cheese.
Running away might be the best option because of the moonbeam.
I can just move the moonbeam.
And you just see him and the guy next to him with the tankard and the brass knuckles,
Mhm.
just slowly walking towards you. The shield up, and then with the battle axe,
Uh-huh.
and he's just
Okay.
slowly dread marching towards you.
Alright, and yeah, so I'm on the
Wait,
opposite...
Vulcan, keep doing that, and then I can move the shiny light to where that is, and then we bring them through.
Alright, I start shadow boxing.
Jaden,
Real
steel.
Jaden is going to. They're primed and ready. Jaden's gonna come up the ladder and use her shield to deflect any incoming attacks.
okay. So you guys you're up? You're standing up on top now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
I am reaching past, and then if they know that we're here, I'm dodging with my shield out so I can get all the arrow attacks.
Perfect. Okay, so you're taking the dodge action
Yes.
after you get up the ladder. Perfect. Love that for you. Next up is that guy with the battle axe. He actually takes his full movement, walks shields with Jaden, and goes into swing. He has a multi-attack with his battle axe. He gets 2 attacks. That is...
Disadvantage.
So the lowest of them, first off, is going to be a 14 to hit with the lowest of them.
Miss.
Miss, alright. And the other one is going to be a 17 as the lowest number.
Miss.
Perfect. So with the disadvantage, just... Like, your ooze head is just swerving around, because he's aiming for your head over the shield.
Okay,
But he's never fought a plasmoid before, so he's like... What the fuck are you doing?
I'm over here. Why do you keep missing?
Fuck! No! Love this
Do you
version.
even hit, bro?
Fuck you! Ah! Next
Sounds
up,
like a skill
Telissa.
issue.
Remember, you are still down
I'm
in
still
the
down. Yeah.
tunnels, so you have to take
Yeah.
30 feet movement to get up if you want to be helpful. Sauce is still with you.
Yeah. Has anyone actually been hurt? Does anyone? Nope.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do anything with that. Okay.
But that's a solid thought.
So Jaden is up the stairs, up the ladder,
Mhm.
and the moonbeam is directly
Coming through it.
through it, right? So Jaden, you're directly like a couple steps, like a step in front of the moonbeam. That's correct. Okay.
Do I sparkle everywhere into the room?
You have like a fluorescent background to you,
The room is just glowing green. It's fine.
because I'm
It
thinking.
was a green light anyway.
Green light
I'm
district.
I'm thinking of crawling up the ladder and using lightning lure to pull the dude into the moonbeam, but Jaden's literally in front
In
of
the
the
way.
moonbeam. Yeah, so
You could use it on one of the crossbowmen up on the top. Bring
yeah,
them in. They would also take that damage of the moonbeam
Coming
and
down.
the fall damage.
yeah, because they would be mid-air, so therefore I would be
Correct.
able to actually do that action to do that.
It's a really smart move if it goes off and works right for you.
If it works right. Yeah.
They,
Okay.
they have a save on lightning lure, so
Oh. Okay.
that's why or you have an attack check. There's something you have to that has to happen in order for it to actually function. But as long as it
To
functions,
actually do.
it's going to be great if
Okay.
it works.
Well, surprisingly enough, I have lightning lure pulled up, so I'm somewhat ready. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scootle up the ladder. I'm gonna kind of position myself behind Jaden, but also enough that I can pull one of the bowman dudes with lightning lure. But are the bowman dudes within 15 feet? Because that's the range.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. They have to succeed on a strength saving throw, or be pulled 15 feet in a straight line towards me.
Perfect. And you're only targeting one.
And I'm only targeting one. I'll target the closest one since I just got up.
Wasn't sure if you had twin spell. That's all.
Twin. Oh no. What?
Twinned spell is a meta magic you can use as a sorcerer
Uh-huh.
to actually grab two targets with the same spell.
Ooh, no, but now I want that.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna pull them towards the.
That is a 2 on the dice. They cannot pass.
Yes.
So you just go ahead and describe your lightning lure as you grab this guy and bring him in.
Yes. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Trying to get his ass.
I don't even know how to describe it. Okay, I think that it's gonna lightning more, so it's gonna be like all like crackly and like electricity like, and gonna have like a dark blue purpley hue to it, and I think it's gonna have like a little bit of like a sizzle and pop due to all like the static and stuff, and it's just you're gonna feel like that pressure of it as he just whoop comes into the moonbeam.
Perfect. Jenna, we can either roll new damage for the moonbeam, or I can use the 12 from earlier. So,
Nah.
Sauce, go ahead and roll that damage for the moonbeam.
Good thing we didn't, because that is a 15.
Love it. Better than the 12. Does Lightning Lure have any damage to it, Telissa?
Any damage to it? Beep, 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 beep.
Might even be. Even if it's like a D4, that helps.
1d8 lightning damage.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll that.
Nope, sorry. 4.
Fucking perfect. Okay. As you do that, you drop your lightning lure as he's 30 feet above the bottom of the bottom of the thing. So 40 feet, because he's 10 feet above the hole.
Uh-huh.
So he will take 30 feet worth of fall damage. The first 10 don't count, as we all know. And he's going to take a grand total of 33 hit points of damage as he falls onto his other 2 buddies down at the bottom, creating a larger pile of corpses.
Telissa can take a moment and she's like, did I just kill my first person?
Just kill the man.
I killed my first person. No time to think about it. Okay, wee!
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thugs on the left. You targeted on the left, yeah? No,
Telissa?
Did you attack the left top or the right top? Just pick one, doesn't matter.
Right.
Right?
I'm gonna go
Okay.
right, yeah.
Perfect. So the 5 thugs who are up there are gonna go ahead and start shooting you guys. They get... Oh, they only get to attack once with their crossbows, which is fantastic for y'all. Jaden, they have disadvantage on you, but they have advantage on you because you are locked in melee combat with one of their allies. So those 2 negate, so they are rolling flat. I'm going to start off with 1, 2, 3, 4. Jaden, you get the first hit. So it's Jaden. Second hit goes to Telissa. Sauce is still in the basement, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. And she hasn't had any chance to move yet.
Telissa, you get the third hit, I'm sorry. Fourth hit goes to Conrad. Fifth hit goes to Jaden again. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. First hit. They have a +4. 11 for Jaden. That's a miss. 15 to Telissa.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say that hits. Hold
I
on.
think it
Wait.
does.
12 plus dex. Where's my dex? Oh my god.
If
No,
it says 12 on the, if it says 12 in your AC, then it's 12. That's already accounted. Your dex is already accounted for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then 12.
12? Okay,
Yeah.
that hits then. And then this next attack is a 13, so that second attack hits. Conrad, I'm 90% sure a 10 does not hit you.
Correct.
And then Jaden, does a 15 hit you?
No, that's
Okay, I kind of thought so. So the 2 that actually hit Telissa, this is going to be 2d10 plus 4 total damage. That is 13 points of damage to Telissa.
Okay.
So 5 arrows just...
I'm too squishy for this!
How much damage did you take total?
13?
13.
13? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Which means it is now the other guy who is at the other door with the brass knuckles of the tankard. Guys, you should just chill out, man, as he drinks his mug, walks up to Volcan, and burps in your face as he makes as he punches you twice.
Okay, get my hands up.
So, burping in your face, I need a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please.
Sure.
To be disgusted? Or
No,
not?
it's actually a stat in their block that's called Intoxicating Burp.
Oh.
Oof. Okay. That was not
Delicious.
a good roll. I rolled a 9. Total of 9.
A 9? That is not a 15. Okay, you are poisoned for 1 minute.
Okay.
And so the punches, he is going to go ahead and make. He doesn't have advantage, but Divine Strike. This is +6 to hits. Oof. 15 and an 11.
15 would hit, but I'm gonna reaction with my bracers and parry the strike.
Okay. Fantastic. So he.
I catch him. I said, "Whoa! You could light a match with that breath, son. Damn!"
You know, that's the best part. He's obviously swaying like he's
Yeah.
half drunk right this second.
Clearly drunk.
Oh, not even half. He just took an active drink. And then that is, I think that's going to end his turn. Yes, that's going to go ahead and end his turn. Back up to the top of the order. That is going to be Sauce.
Hello. I guess I should go help my friends, so I'll make my way there. And move my moonbeam, which I think is... Yeah, I can just move it. Great, love that. Okay. I'm gonna move it to the best place I can move it. Where is that, Eric?
So you have two choices. The way I kind of see the four of them is in a triangle before you get up to the top. There is on the back, so the hole's in the middle. Jaden's down at the bottom on one end. The other three, I see Telissa in the middle, Volcan on one side, and Conrad on the other. Correct me if you think I'm wrong in any way, guys.
I was hiding behind Jaden.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the opposite side of the hole, literally, but you're just tucked in between all three of them.
Okay,
Jaden doesn't have a square behind her that is not the hole.
got it.
So behind that hole would be Conrad and Volcan, so you're still safe.
Okay.
So Sauce, when you get up, you can either go to the left. No, you can only go in front of Conrad, because right in front of Volcan is this drunk boxer person, and then in front of Jaden is the dwarf with the tall shield and the battle axe.
I'm gonna move it to where the highest concentration of enemies are, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Wither and Bloom, so best friend Telissa can get some healing back. And everybody can die and rot.
Thank you.
Perfect. Then you're gonna move.
Sorry.
So the beam is gonna go over to the side on the left that has the three crossbowmen. Go ahead and roll your damage on all three of them as they make their wisdom saving throw. It is wisdom, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
14.
Fantastic. And that
I
is
said that
an
very confidently. It's actually a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. It's a 13 on their saving throw.
Beautiful. I'm also going to need another Constitution saving throw for Wither and Bloom.
On the
Anyone
same guys?
within 10 feet of me.
Oh, anyone
Heal?
within... Oh, shit. Anyone within 10 feet of you can heal?
Anyone within 10 feet of me can heal, and anyone within 10 feet of me that I don't like can get booked.
Okay.
Accurate, I mean.
So the Moonbeam guys all failed. So they
Beautiful.
took 14 hit points apiece. So that is 14, 12, carry the 1. It's 42 points of damage. Fantastic. Yeah, so they all basically got dropped down to call it half, for lack of a better term. These other two that are right within 10 feet of you, one is the guy with the battle axe, the other one is the I'm going to call it the Brew Cleric because that's technically what the stat block is. Brew Cleric got a 18.
I think he will still take. Yeah, he'll take half.
Okay. And then the Grave Slayer, the Battle Axe guy, is going to get 12.
Cool. So he will take the full 11 damage, and whoever succeeded will take half a day.
Perfect. 11 and 5. You got it. 11 and 5. Fabulous. Okay. And then the rest of you guys get to Telissa gets to heal for how much? The 11?
11 plus 5, 6, so 16.
Perfect.
Get that.
Telissa, you're back to full.
Okay.
No longer
Yay!
squish.
I'm no longer someone squish. Yay, thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. That's going to end Sauce's turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Conrad.
Yeah.
Oh boy, where are they even? I've
Sauce
been
is
trying to follow this, and I'm like,
that's fine. Sauce is directly in front of you. Telissa is to the side. The hole is the third. It makes the left hand or L for you.
okay.
There's on your left. There's 3. On your right, there's 2. Telissa's on your right. Conrad's on the opposite side of Telissa, and the Brew Cleric is fighting Conrad in melee.
You Vulcan.
Vulcan, yes, Vulcan. I'm so sorry. And then the Grave Slayer is locked in, is shield locked with Jaden, meaning they are shield to shield, just trying to fight around each other's shields.
I'm gonna notice that first, and probably gonna chuckle to myself because I'm watching these two do a little dance off, half fight style, their shields. So there's only 2 people currently, right?
In melee.
Melee.
The other 5 are trying to shoot you guys with crossbows.
Where is the nearest guy who has a crossbow to me?
If you go up the ladder, you can get to them. They would be on your left-hand side. It would be the 3 that have a moonbeam over top of them.
Y'all ain't leaving much for me to do, damn it.
Just switch to your pistol and pa-ta-pa-ta-pa-ta-pa-ta-pa-ta. Blood for the blood god, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I need blood for my sword.
I'm gonna say this guy's forward focused on me. His rear end's completely open.
You could get
I was
around and
thinking
flank.
either him or the one behind her in melee with Volcan.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Volcan since he's closest. We just make the whole person thing.
Okay. So you're gonna scoot around between you and scoot around behind Telissa and Vulcan, come up along the side and start wailing. Go ahead, you have advantage.
That is a 19.
19 to hit?
Yes.
Sure does.
Woo.
Fine.
That is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Love it.
Now, because Scimitar has Nick, it would let me do another attack and fight property and all that stuff.
Yep.
I'm going to pistol in my other hand and go for a shot.
Okay.
That is a 17.
17 misses.
Yay. That's all I got.
Okay.
I have to hit with the second one. Third attack.
For the third attack to even go
Yeah.
off. Okay. All right. And anything else for Conrad? You said that was it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you needed a bonus action.
Nope.
After Conrad, Volcan.
Con. All right. I start swinging on this guy, so I'm gonna pull out. I will pull out. I'll reach into my pants. I'll reach into my pants and pull out my brass knuckles and guitar, So all right, let's dance then. And I'm gonna start swinging on him, but I have disadvantage.
You haven't, but you're back to advantage because Conrad's right there.
Oh, so even rolls? Okay.
Even
So
rolls.
I'm gonna use the nick property of the. I'm gonna throw a left jab. The extra attack is the nick property of the guitar. I'm gonna use my extra attack applying the nick property, and then
To try and get a third.
cross in with the left hand on a combination punchu.
Okay.
I'll make 3 attacks here.
Yep.
These are plus 5ers.
18 or higher.
Okay. Well, this is not the shield guy though. This is
No.
Drunkenness, right?
This is the drunken guy, and he's
Okay,
still
good.
got a high-ass fucking AC.
Yeah. Okay.
too.
Just making sure. Sick. I didn't let on. Okay. Alright. Let's see. God, I'm rolling ass today. Only one of them hits.
Okay.
Actually, no, dude, none of them hit. That was a 7, a 10, and a 17, and he's got an 18 to hit.
Mhm.
Son of a...
Oh yeah, because you don't get advantage. You just get to roll flat because he gave you disadvantage.
Right. Shit. Okay, I start throwing jabs, and then
Wild fucking hands. Just
I'm throwing hands here. And
love it.
I can use. Let's see. Fuck it. I'm going to immediately. I'm gonna use that last moxie point for the old 1-2 to take 2 additional unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Go for it. Can't hurt you.
Let's see. Okay, better. That is a 23 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Both hit.
All right,
Finally.
I find purchase, and I sack this guy. One of those is going to be... Alright. There's going to be 2d6 in damage, with 6 on the back end. When I hit, I've got him grappled. So my next attack would have advantage. I'm going to see if I happen to hit at 20.
Okay.
It does not, so it hit. Okay. As I whack him, he's going to take 9 plus 6 is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And I'm using I've already used Nick, but I will use with the combination deal 1-2 on purchase of the brass knuckles on that crossing jab. I'm gonna apply the sap property.
Okay.
From my knuckles, which that has disadvantage on their next attack roll before the start of my disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Fantastic. What was your total damage? I got the 15. Was there a second?
Nope, 15 damage. Their next attack has disadvantage because I hit them in their glass jaw, and
Okay.
I can also push them 5 feet back or more if I want. But
If you want to go go. For it.
I think I'm gonna keep them. They're in the Thunderdome now. I'm not gonna push them around. Now
Okay.
they're gonna wish it. By the time I'm done with them, they're gonna wish I had pushed them out of here. But I have them grappled, perma grappled, so they ain't going nowheres, and I have advantage. Not anymore because I'm poisoned, but if something happens with Conrad or whatever.
Fabulous. So, as you make those connects, you realize there's metal underneath of the robes
Okay.
that he's wearing. So it's that's why he was so hard to hit. Is he's got armor on underneath of what looked to be just robes. And a drunkard, he has something.
Okay. Something going on here.
Mm-hmm. And now after Volcan, it's gonna go Jaden.
Jaden's
got-
gonna
Grave Slayer in front of you, and you've got the drunkard on your right hand side.
Yeah, she's gonna she's gonna wait for her opportunity when he next like pops his head over his shield. She's gonna lower her and she's gonna do a pinpointed screech at him, try to vex him.
Okay.
Ooh, high. I math. 25.
25 hits.
And then as she, let's see, 8 points of damage, psychic damage. And as he's slightly concussed, she'll shield bash him.
Okay.
Nice.
Love this.
It's disgusting. That's a 12 to hit.
He brings that shield up at that last minute to block your shield and just... I'm not that cussed! As he comes back in, and he's gonna make his 2 attacks on you because it's now his turn. Perfect. Oof. That is a 12, which will miss, and then a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Which will not. That is a D8 plus 4 plus 2D6 of radiant.
You kind of hit the broadside of a barn.
I can hit your goopy ass! That is gonna be 6, 4, that's 10, plus 7, 17. And you just feel like a radiant energy flow through you as he hits you with something that's been blessed in some capacity. You're not used to being hit by a divine anything yourself. You're used to dishing it out, not taking it.
Juice in there.
Of course. And then he as a bonus action, he taps the tattoo on the back of his hand. Magnus, they're here.
Fuck.
Bring her. She needs to watch him die.
Who's that speaking?
That was the guy who just, the Graveslayer, the guy who just hit Jaden.
With the shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm gonna beat that guy's ass. I'm gonna beat that guy's ass.
Just a bonus action tap on the back of the hand to fucking talk with message.
Uh-huh.
What a snitch.
I'm gonna beat that guy's ass over there.
Okay. So you know that Don Magnus is on his way here.
Sure, sick. Sick.
Tight, right?
Okay, right on.
Telissa, your
Damn it.
turn.
I'm not prepared. Why am I never prepared?
Same thing. Just same thing. Just keep whipping these bastards so there's less archers.
I honestly want to do it for the guy that's bugging. Because this is my thought. I want to do it to the dude that's bugging Jaden, so that way we have everyone in our group kind of encircled around Telissa, because then she can cast the next round. She can cast level 1, and then she can start building the storm. So hopefully the storm can protect everyone in her group and deflect. Try to deflect some the archers and shit, and stuff like that's my thought.
It's not a bad one.
I don't know if there's anything else that's better. So no, yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do lightning war to the dude that's bugging Jaden and just kind of whip him to the moonbeam.
If you're gonna warn her, I will let her have a reaction to step off to the side, but that uses some Jaden's reaction for the turn.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, so if this fails and he runs away, you won't get any attack opportunity is what I'm getting at.
I won't get an attack of opportunity, or
You-
Jaden will.
You're too far away anyway. Jaden
Oh.
would be the one who would lose the
Okay.
ability to do an attack of opportunity. But if you want to do that, I'll roll the save on the Constitution, or whatever the save is.
Yeah, she's gonna scream, Jaden, duck!
Jaden just
ragdoll goes boneless.
That's what I was thinking. You just melt into the floor for a second. Fantastic.
Yeah.
What's the is it attack check or is it a saving throw
For
them to resist the lightning lure? Roll the hit.
Strength saving.
Strength. Love it. Well, that's a 9.
She's doing boss with this.
Hell yeah.
Yeet!
Okay, you pull him forward. He drops the 30 feet, taking 20 points of falling damage, which is going to be maximum. So he takes 12 points of damage on his way down.
Mhm.
However, he does not die
Mhm.
when this happens.
But he's
Apparently you're lightning.
disposed. He's disposed. Or
But he's on the ground
to
with his
extent.
allies.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, if you wish, I will let you reclose the manhole cover and stand on top of it.
Is that really gonna do much because I'm the tiniest of the group?
You don't know, but it's a good idea, and you're the one who has the ability to do anything right this second.
Alright.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it just for shits and giggles, but also like she knows that I might not do much. It might slow them down for like a second.
One
Yeah.
turn is one turn.
Yes.
By the way, Jaden, his shield, he dropped it on his way down. When he got pulled, it fell off of his shield came off of his arm.
I just I lick it when I'm coming back up and reshaping. Like, it's mine. Dibs.
I licked it. It's mine.
I love that.
I can
I
picture
love that
Telissa
so much.
standing on top of the manhole cover and stomping like that right
However,
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how it's gonna happen.
before the thugs go, they fully strapped up, ready to go. Mama Espiritu, double bandoliered, shotgun in hand, Kelce at her flank with her great axe, get down to the entrance of the Adamantine district, where they are starting to see Clinkin meet up with the magma elementals that have gathered more of them. So there's about 8 or 9 magma elementals facing about 3 dozen Clinkin. And Mama Espiritu walks up with her shotgun in hand, sees Prometheus at the back of the Clinkin crew, and just goes and says, like, elbows him, and goes, "Hey, Pro, you know he's here, right?" "Yeah, I know. He visited the gym earlier today. Well, yesterday, actually. Left this morning through the tunnels to get over to the Adamantine market." "Yeah, well, he's on the other side. Don Magnus is headed his way." Meanwhile, as they're talking, Kelce grabs her axe and just charges in and starts whacking at these magma elementals, healing up others with her abilities. Lands a crit, cuts the head off of a magma elemental. It dissolves and half exploding in a burst of fire as she roars extraordinarily loud. "Rah! This is for taking Archie!" And she just continues to charge straight in. Mama Espiritu looks over. "Fuck! I've got to go, Prometheus. She's on the other side. I've got to stay with her. It's the only chance she's got. And she just runs in, not paying any attention. Just trying to get through the line and following the hole Kelce has made, as are a couple other Clinkin, to kind of surround and pound these magma elementals. She runs about 30, 40 feet behind Kelce. And seemingly out of nowhere, they both get shot. And both of them are immediately stunned. As a dwarf with fire engine red hair steps out of an alley, goes down, rolls Mama Espiritu's face, says, "You were a much better nurse than you were a fighter. Leave the fighting to the big boys." Pats her on the cheek, takes the manacles she brought with her, and manacles both her and Kelce back up. They wheel a wagon, a cage wagon, that they're gonna use for putting Vulcan in and throwing everybody in the back. Mama Espiritu and Kelce both get thrown in the back of this wagon, entirely stunned and cannot move a single muscle to help themselves. Even if they could, they're completely manacled as they continue being marched straight towards where Vulcan and the rest of the party is fighting. Okay, next up is the thugs. There's still 3 on the left and 2 on the right, so that's still 5 people shooting. You guys did not knock anybody out this turnaround. So I am pulling up the 5d20s. Okay, so I have them rolled and pulled, and now all 5 of you are up top. First shot is Telissa. Second shot is Conrad. Third shot goes to Sauce. Fourth shot is Vulcan.
Okay.
And fifth shot is Vulcan.
Fine.
Hit me! No.
How much did it hit me?
They're spooked that you went all jello-y. They're...
Okay. 16 and an 8. 16 on Telissa. That's gonna hit, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 10 plus 2. D10 plus 2. That's gonna be 5 points of damage to Telissa on that shot.
5 points?
Yep. Conrad. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. That is going to be 9 points for Conrad.
Piercing or what?
Yeah, piercing. That is a 19 to hit Sauce,
That's not nice.
but it hits.
Oh yeah, she's true.
That is max damage of 12.
That's really not nice. I'm so fine.
And then that is a 16 to hit Vulcan.
Reaction bracers.
Okay.
Miss.
The first one just ka-tink.
Yeah. I'm like Wonder Woman.
And that okay. So the second one is actually going to be a 15 to hit.
Miss. Wait, hold on. I guess my reaction is against the triggering attack on the bracers. I'm pretty sure it's not till end of turn. So the second one, clever girl.
Ka-ting ting.
Yeah. I think the second one would connect.
Okay, cool. That's only going to do 5 points of damage to Vulcan.
Okay.
So,
I didn't mention it because I forgot because it's fresh. But as my fiend, so I took the fiend warlock pact in between this and then, and so part of the features I have is when I reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, I gain 10 HP, charisma modifier plus warlock level, which is a total of 2 points. But still, I had 2 temporary HP from choking that guy out and tossing him down the murder hole.
Sure do.
So I did that, which I'll take 3 off the top, which will bring me to 48.
Perfect. Love it. So just you guys just get riddled with another series of crossbows. They're just coming out of those rafters.
Man, these guys are annoying.
Bunch of dicks.
The brew cleric is still swaying right between you and Conrad. Yes. You think you've got what it takes, man? Looks at Conrad, burps in your face, punches one to Volcan, and comes up and tries to punch Conrad. Conrad, I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
I'm good at that. That is a 23.
23, you pass. You are not poisoned. The hit on you is going to be an 18.
Yes.
Okay. That is going to be D6 plus 3 plus 2d8. Okay. That is 9 points of bludgeoning, and then 10 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
As he just poof, hits you
Are
right
any
in
of
the
these
right in the arm.
lovely people in my moonbeam?
None of these ones.
Okay.
The
That's
archers,
okay.
the archers were, so they are going to take. Some of them are going to take some damage, so I do need to know what that is.
What was the attack roll to hit me?
I haven't rolled that one for you yet. I'm rolling
13.
yours next. 13 more. Okay, they're fucked up. The 3 archers up on the rafters that are lumped together are real fucked up. But they're loading another crossbow bolt, and then the punch to hit you, Jojo, is only a 12 to hit Volcan.
Does not. I'm blocking. I'm on the defense. I'm bobbing. I'm weaving. I give him the slip under the hook. Okay. I'm
Also-
too fast.
Also, it's hard to fist punch 2 different people.
Yeah, you fucking pay attention, man. Put some respect on my name.
It's hard to fist 2 people at once.
Yeah,
you know.
well, you're gonna
Not
have
with
to-
that attitude.
You're gonna have
Well, I guess
to-
with that attitude.
It is when you think like that. Oh.
And y'all
Okay.
thought I'm mad.
What's happening here? Is this foreplay? Are we fighting? What's going on here? What's happening?
I ain't even worried
It just
about you, man.
Right over to Lissa's head.
I'm spinning on this guy. Just doing his thing.
Volcan said Volcan, he straight up just said to you, I ain't even worried about you, as he actually more like swats at you than actually punches, which is part of why he missed. And he just also insulted you as a fighter.
Yeah, I know.
Next
Rude.
up, Sauce.
Hello.
It's the beginning of your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna do bonus action first. Magic stone. Bop, bop, bop. Bang, beat. Boost rocks, and now they're magical. And for my action, I'm gonna throw them.
Throw 'em. Go for it. Who are you throwing them at?
Who's the lowest? I'll throw 2 at them and 1 at
Okay.
the drunk one.
Okay, so you'll throw 2 up at the top your top left where you've been having your moonbeam. You're just gonna chuck a couple of rocks up there as moonbeam is dropping on this other guy.
That's a nat 20 for the first one.
Yay!
I'm just gonna do my all 3 rolls and see what hits, and then roll damage.
Hang on. What is
kidding.
the damage
I'm
on a What is the damage on a magic stone?
1d6 plus 5.
So that's 11 minimum. No, 12 minimum. I do need you to roll that d6 real quick, but you may very well just knock all 3 of them out with this fucking
5.
5.
My
How do
dice
you
amazing.
kill 3 people with 1 stone?
Hell
That's
yeah!
on John Wick.
Okay. I'm just like,
Don't forget your moonbeam
Vulcan,
is up
Vulcan.
there, so you can use
I'm gonna
that
do
too.
the thing. I'm gonna do the thing that you did that one time. I'm gonna do it. It's got watch. Whoop. And it's like a little bit of glitter is going to pop out when she uses all of her force in her little, well, not right, in her body to throw it, and she's going to like, you know, discus where you have to like spin around in a circle and then do it. She's gonna do that, but it's probably not helping at all. It's just her getting really excited about it. So a little tippy tap circle and then launch, which actually ends up curving it perfectly. So thump, thump, thump.
Amazing.
Yes.
Very nice. Triple ricochet, just thunk, thunk, thunk.
Hey guys, that dropped.
Ah!
I'm inspired. I want to be inspired.
With the glitter, I will let Sauce give inspiration to one person.
That's like asking your favorite friend. No, I'm rolling a d4. 1 will be Volcan, 2 will be Conrad, 3 will be Telissa, and 4 will be Jaden. 4. Congratulations.
Nice.
Yay!
Jaden,
The winner.
you have inspiration.
You've been promoted.
You are now one of my elite employees.
Captain Friendship, so that makes sense.
Wow.
Okay. You now have 2 rocks left to throw.
Who else is standing?
There's the drunk,
Yeah.
and then there's 2 more people you could try and bounce a stone off of over on the other side.
Drunk. That will be. Oh, 19.
Hits.
Okay. And then 9 plus 8. 17.
Does not hit.
So 1 will hit, so I'll do that.
Okay.
D6 is another 5. My
Fantastic.
metal
So that's
dice
10
really
more
likes rolling
damage.
back today. I like that.
10 more damage to the drunk.
And then I'm gonna move my moonbeam to one of the still standing people because
To
it's
the
probably
other
not
group
helping.
of 2.
Yeah.
Perfect. They are going to go ahead and take damage. Go ahead and roll that for me.
12.
12. Beautiful.
10 and 2.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Duality of dice.
Mm-hmm. Go from max damage to not max damage in an
Yeah.
instant. Okay. Anything else for Sauce's turn? You have
More
movement.
excited to be tapped.
Okay. Conrad.
So the guy burped in my face failed for poison. That shit stunk. So, am I to the side of him or?
You're actually face to face with him now, and Vulcan is on his side. Because he turned to burp at you and make a swing, which is why he hit, and he just basically swatted at Vulcan, insulting his fighting capacities.
But we're directly on the side of him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll hit.
Okay, you have advantage. Because Jaden is also right there on the opposite side, too.
Oh Jesus. Ugh, okay. 22.
22 to hit, you hit.
9 points of damage.
9. Love it.
Then
Okay.
because neck property shoots with Vegas. That's another 22.
Hits.
Nice. Blast him. Blast him.
I almost want to stick it in his mouth and fire off.
You should. He was talking shit. Don't let him talk shit.
That is 10 points.
All right. So he squares up with you as you just. Shoo, poof. Okay, Vulcan.
Since I did damage, I get temporary HP, so it's only.
Okay. Let me see. I have used up all my moxie points between all grab it and fight for right now, so I'm out of moxie points, but I can use a Nick property for an additional attack, and I can still use fisticuffs to make an unarmed strike or grapple as a bonus action. We're counting flanking as advantage to cancel out my poison, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if that's all I really want to do, now let's see. This guy is still in the way. I'm gonna fight. I think I'm gonna try to get this guy. Same thing. I'm gonna get this guy into a headlock, and on a connecting hit. And then on subsequent hits, I'm just gonna try to blast him in the face here. I think I'm just gonna be alright, so let's see what I do. I think I'm just gonna start to assault him.
Hey, that's the point of combat, is just assaulting people.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to fight him. He said he's not worried about me, and I think I'm gonna put him into a headlock and punch him in the face.
Shown that the blood is stronger than yours.
Like I feel like they're going to learn today.
He is actually shorter than you. He is a full dwarf.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see. Oh my god, I cannot make it up. Wow.
Did you nat 20?
No. A 1, a 2, a 2, and a 9 on the dice. Oh my god, he's John Wick. He's Neo. He's Keanu. Listen, guys, we might have a problem. This is the drunken master, okay? we might be fucked. We might want to get out of here, because I just whiffed on 4 shots.
Describe your miss. So terrible miss. Describe that.
I'm pissed is how I describe it. I throw a cross, I throw a jab, I throw a cross, I try to catch him with a knee strike when he's bent over, and then he does a fucking ballerina move, and I try to grab him, and he's just too fast.
At this point, as you hear this, roll a perception check for me, Vulcan.
Oh my gosh, I'm being punished. I need a sage. I'm being punished for all my silly jokes. Alright, I rolled a 6 plus 1 for a 7. I don't see nothing. Pissed, bro. I'm trying to hit this guy.
You hear... You don't see, but you hear. What's wrong? Can't hit him if they're not hot?
It's Sydney!
What? I can't right now with this.
He's gonna get even more flustered in a moment. Oh,
I can't handle this. What is this, bro? What is this?
You just hear it. You don't even see it because you're seeing red at this drunken guy.
I'm just trying to. I can't handle this.
As the rest of you see Sydney in the doorframe, just leaning against a pole. Beside her is a dwarf with a flaming red mohawk, accompanied by a pair of magma elementals, and levitated in a cage, accompanied by another. We'll go with a Earth Ganassi.
Okay.
There's an Earth Ganassi who is levitating up these 2 cages. One of them, Vulcan's mother. The other is Kelce, as she is literally chewing at the bars and trying to burn them, and they are not burning. and she is just screaming, "Let me out of here, you motherfucker!"